all. In 6th class science, we are discussing playing with magnets lesson. So we are going to start our today's class. So in today's class, we are going to see some properties of a magnet. So for that, we have to see a small activity. What is this activity related to? We have to see whether or can we separate iron fillings from soil. Can we separate iron fillings from soil? You might have known what is the iron fillings. Iron fillings are nothing but small particles of iron. Okay. Now for that, here we have to do one activity and you have to observe whether this is going to satisfy or not. For this, what we have to do, first we have to take a bar magnet. We have to take a bar magnet and roll it in the soil. So you have to also take a soil, or you can go to ground, okay, or park, and you take a bar magnet and roll the bar magnet in the soil for some time. After rolling the magnet for some time, pull out the magnet from the soil. After pulling out the magnet, observe does anything gets attached to the magnet. So you have to observe does anything gets attached to the magnet. So you may find some dark particles of soil sticking to the magnet. So whatever the particles which are present in the soil, you may observe it is getting attached to the magnet. So if you observe carefully, you have to remove those materials, and if you observe carefully, collect them and observe, then you can find that these are some iron materials which are present in the soil. So we can say that from the soil we can separate the iron fillings with the help of the magnet. So here, which main property we are going to discuss is property of attracting iron fillings. Magnet has a property to attract iron particles. So this is one of the property a magnet has. So we have seen an activity of how to separate the iron fillings from the soil with the help of magnet. Not only from the soil, even you can see like your stapler pins. Stapler pins will be very small in size, and suppose you think that suppose it has fallen from your hands, all the stapler pins have fallen from your hands. So many stapler pins are there on the floor. You can't pick each stapler pin with your hand. It takes time. So simply if you get a magnet, it is going to collect all the stapler pins same in this way. So it is easy for us. If you use magnet, it will be easy for us to collect the iron materials. Though the iron materials are small in size, it will be easy for us to collect those iron materials. So this is one of the property we have seen. So you can see here, magnets have the property of attracting materials like iron. By using this property, we can separate the mixtures. Next, we are going to see about an activity, that is to know the direction, to know the property of direction of a magnet. So what is that we are going to see? We are not going to discuss about poles of a magnet, but listen. We are going to see an activity of So we are going to see our activity, that is poles of a bar magnet. So To know what are these poles of a bar magnet, again we have to do a small activity. So for this what we have to do is, first we have to spread some iron fillings uniformly on a sheet of paper. You have to take a white sheet paper and you have to spread some iron fillings uniformly on a sheet of paper. Suppose you think these are iron fillings. So spread the iron fillings uniformly on the sheet of white paper. Then place a bar magnet below this white sheet. Below this white sheet you have to place a bar magnet. After some time you will be observing that the uniform spread of iron fillings at 2 points of the paper. So first it is you have did like this, you spread it uniformly, you did this, okay. After some time, after placing the magnet below the paper, what you will be noticing is, if this is a paper, the iron nails will be concentrated in this position and in this position. Actually, you have placed the iron nails throughout the paper, but it is going to concentrate at these two places. So you will observe that the uniform spread of iron fillings, this is uniform spread of iron fillings. Now it will concentrate at only 2 points of the paper sheet. So actually it was like this. Then it has changed into like this after placing the magnet below the paper. Why this is happening? Why? So the ends of the bar magnet attracts more iron fillings than the middle part of the magnet. So down magnet is there, right? So the ends of the bar magnet, the ends, here you can see these are two ends of a bar magnet. So the ends of the bar magnet is going to attract more iron fillings than the middle of the bar magnet. By this activity, we can say that every bar magnet always has two ends whose attracting capacity is more than its other parts. These ends are called poles of a magnet. These ends are called poles of a magnet. So for every magnet, the attraction power will be more to the end of a magnet. These ends are known as poles of a magnet. You will be having two poles. One is north pole and one is south pole. So in the middle part of the magnet, the attracting capacity will be less. So in the poles, the attracting capacity will be more. This is about today's video. We have seen two properties of a magnet. In the next class, we are going to see further topics.